see hip hop albums that people hated when they first came out, and over time became beloved.
Oh well.
You thought just the hated, just the hated part,
just the hate.
Well, you know, just let me know how you feel.
Okay.
Let's start here. Clips, Hell Hath No Fury.
I always liked that album.
Who hated that?
Yeah, I don't know.
We already starting off a little shaky.
Exactly. We already starting off bad. Lone, were you in? You were in on that one?
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right, next.
What if I told you I might have been one of them people?
Oh, well, sorry. Yours might have been broke.
I saved it. Idlewild.
I never hated it.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, I never hated the album, but I never looked at it as an Outkast album, though. To me, it was more of a compilation.
Mighty O is cold.
Yeah.
And what's the joint?
Hollywood Divorce.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cold.
Yes.
You know, it was just
the Macy Gray song on there ain't
look,
bad.
it was just it was hard to follow up, you know, Speaker Box Love Below with that.
That was a compilation album.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say.
Idlewild wasn't received too well when it came out, though.
I mean, it's a movie.
I mean, the
soundtrack.
movie wasn't either, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, they go hand in hand. They weren't.
and
I don't remember them being received that well.
And I remember talking to one of the representatives from Jive. This is when I was doing the record pool thing.
Yeah.
And this is how much that album was anticipated. Like, because they were having some delays with the movie, and they were saving the Rolling Stone cover for Outkast.
Oh,
They
wow.
kept pushing it back. That's how much this album was anticipated by the entire industry.
Because
so when they got what they got, it was just like, okay.
I anticipated
guess.
it being something else.
But you know, at this point, I had anticipated every time Outkast came out.
Yeah.
And so,
Is it fair to say that this is their only quote unquote blemish?
I still don't look at it as an Outkast album.
Okay.
It's a movie soundtrack that features a whole bunch of different people. Because I mean, there's songs on there. Like if I think of an album, that means that one of the two people are featured on every song on that album, right?
Okay.
yeah.
And that wasn't the case with Idlewild. Idlewild was, to me, a compilation album and a movie soundtrack. It really wasn't an Outkast
I think
album.
perception is going to always have it linked as if it were.
Well, because it says Outkast on the
Yeah.
cover.
Right.
It says
That's what
Outkast.
I'm saying.
But that really wasn't a hate album for me, though. To be honest with you,
It had to grow on me. I didn't like it off the gate.
It absolutely wasn't any of their earlier work. If we're gonna call it an Outkast album, but it wasn't an album that I hated.
Yeah, I'd look at similar to the way, you know, like the Black Panther soundtrack, you know, Kendrick.
I like that.
Well, was that a Kendrick thing?
Nah, that's just a soundtrack.
He
It was kind
executive,
of a
he executive
TV
produced
thing.
it.
Is
Yeah.
that what, yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so maybe it's obviously different from Idlewild, but I wouldn't consider
It was some bars on
But
Idlewild,
even if he produced it, I wouldn't put it in the category of Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
Nah.
I see where y'all going because
But it doesn't say
on there.
Kendrick Lamar on the cover of the album.
Big was getting busy though on Big was getting busy on Idlewild. That's fact. Oh, we know this one. We've talked about this one. Nostradamus.
Yeah,
No, it still does not.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, what?
No.
Yeah.
it never grew on me either.
No,
I can't-
Who is this growing on?
It ain't growing on me. I can't get past
You're
Project
trying
Windows.
too hard.
Is that what this is? Just trying too hard.
If it's
Every
growing,
bad,
if it
even
grows
bad
on-
albums have moments where you're like, oh yeah, that was. But no,
Hey,
this
yeah,
ain't
one
it.
Project
This
Windows.
ain't no. This is
Hate me
when.
now.
You like Project Windows the first time you heard it.
I did.
It's
Okay.
like song number 2 or 3 though.
Yeah, but I heard
It's
Project Windows like on the bootleg.
Yeah.
Oh well. I still play Project
Once again,
Windows.
the bootlegging at that time, and this is when people first got high speed internet and CD burners got to be only about $200 or $300. That's what hurt this album really badly. But at the same time,
It still was
you know,
bad.
everybody
He'll tell you it was
everybody
bad.
had to deal with this, and
Yeah.
so like I can't really even say that that's what ruined this album.
Terry, was You Owe Me ever your ringtone?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a lie because it wasn't.
And do you know what's crazy? Up until that point, that was Nas's biggest hit.
Yeah.
Oh, because Genuine was on the hook, wasn't it?
I mean, that's
No,
the
I
one.
thought
Was it Genuine?
not with Lauryn Hill.
No,
No,
Genuine was on You Owe Me.
Because remember, that was '96, and there were still places in this country that did not have hip hop radio stations.
Yeah.
You know, they could run something every 45 minutes. By '99, when 99 2000, when You Owe Me came out,
Timberland produced
it was-
that, if I'm not mistaken.
yes, it was that song was everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't bad. It was popped in a mug though.
Yeah,
I'm
it just
cool.
you just felt like anybody else could have done that record. You know, it seemed beneath Nas, just like 𝗀𝗡𝗎𝗓. I love that record, but it just seems like it's beneath Nas to do something like that.
I'm showing my age, but I remember 𝗀𝗡𝗎𝗓 going off in the clubs when we was in college. I'm talking about
𝗀𝗡𝗎𝗓 could
going
still
off.
get him
It
on the
still
floor.
go off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red August, no.
Party.
Cherry Bomb.
I never disliked Cherry Bomb.
I did.
What about who?
I did. This one grew on me. Tyler Creator. Cherry Bomb grew on me.
That's the first one I could kind of agree with. Kind of.
Yeah, I can agree with this one.
Yeah, because when you mentioned it, I was like, who? I didn't think. I don't even remember. Yeah,
this album is actually
I
good.
probably have to go revisit this record.
And
when it first came out, I was like, no,
it's actually good though.
But here's why I would say this is because Cherry Bomb was when Tyler changed.
That was right before Flower Boy.
He changed his style up a little bit.
That was cold.
And he talks about a little bit how he kind of matured a little bit. And he was going through maturing in whatever ways. I don't want to butcher what he was saying, but people weren't expecting that from him when it came out. So I can understand that one because that's kind of how I was. I was like, oh, it's cool.
I 100%. I subscribed to this one. I was in the crew in the group for this. I'm in on this one.
No, I had to revisit that then.
When you go back and listen to it, I think you're gonna be surprised, man. Okay. It's got some heat.
Okay.
Lil Wayne Rebirth. I'm 100% on this, and it did not grow on me.
No, that is not aged well. Wasn't on point then. No.
Nope. Didn't age well.
He can keep all that and the cover.
He failed miserably with that album.
What'd you say he did?
He failed miserably. Like, there's no way that you follow up your best commercial release with a so-called rock and roll album.
Yeah, and I'm all for artists. We talk about artistry a lot. We talk about creativity. We talk about growing as a consumer.
Get to the point, Mike.
But this ain't it. That's the point.
Yeah.
This
wasn't it then.
That's a long way around saying that this ain't it. Yeah, this wasn't it.
He had the Drop the World song on there with Eminem.
Lon, I tried to put a ball on it, but I couldn't, man. This mic wasn't it. Cool. Now this next one though, I'm 100% in the crew. 808s and Heartbreaks. I completely missed it.
I can see how that could be.
Yeah, I missed it.
Because it was a change for him too.
It was very synthesizer heavy, and
it actually changed the sound though.
80s sounding, but
a lot of people like Kanye this album really changed the sound of mainstream music.
Album is the birth of Drake.
100%.
Well, no, because when I heard it, I was like, when I heard about it, I was like, okay, it's going to be a Kanye West album where he sings and there's no cuss words. And you know me, cuss words make things better for me. And
you cuss right now if you could, wouldn't you?
I probably would. And I was just like, but then like I would go to the club and I'd hear Paranoid.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, nope. This is that's where we're at right now, and I like this.
I remember seeing Love Lockdown performed. First time he rocked it, and they had the what are the name of those drums he based a lot of his sound off? It starts with a T. I can't remember the name.
The tom-tom.
No.
I don't know.
It's a tribal type drum, but he had the guys play like
no, I remember that was MTV Awards. I remember
Yeah, that was my first time seeing it, and I was completely thrown off. And one of the records that brought me back around was the joint with the Jeezy ad-libs.
Heartless?
No, Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That song.
Yeah, that song is cold though.
Yeah, like that was one of the ones that kind of brought me back
You don't
around.
like that?
No, I was gonna say something else.
Oh.
I don't even know it. I don't even know 808 and Heartbreaks. 808s and Heartbreaks. So.
That's a good album.
It really changed. Aha! It really changed a lot, man, of a lot of stuff in music. I'll just say that. I got to give him his P's on that. For good or bad, that's
the first time where you actually heard a Kanye rant. The last song on there, what was it? The Pinocchio story?
See, is that what it's called?
I think so.
I don't remember that. That's probably where I turned it off, though.
Okay. Well, he went.
I mean, I had my favorite songs off that record, and look,
Amazing is fire.
If it wasn't that, because a lot of it was. I mean, I liked Amazing, but it's just where I was at in my life.
They use that
depressing.
a lot of NBA stuff. That Amazing track.
A lot of slow-mo dunk tracks, and dunk videos and stuff like that. Jay-Z, Blueprint 3.
Blueprint 3. The tour was amazing, and this is why I put Jay-Z on that high pillar of performance-wise, because seeing that in live, seeing that show live, gave me a better respect for the album. But the album still kind of was one of those albums you had to listen to for it to grow on you. I agree with that.
No, I mean Blueprint 3. Here I'm looking at what we talking about. Thank you.
That was hard.
Death of Autotune, Run This Town, Empire State, Real as a. I mean, this. Yeah,
it's a good album.
It get a little thin towards the back, but it start with a bang though.
Yeah. Beat Shears on there.
So Ambitious.
Yeah.
So Ambitious is cold.
Already
So
Home.
Ambitious is definitely cold.
Stars Born. But yeah, when you get to Venus versus Mars.
Yeah.
There's a couple towards that back end that I'm cool. I'm cool on.
But I mean, yeah, overall as an album, I thought it was received well at the time, and it still has records to go.
I'll put it to you like this: it was never an album that I hated, but like generally, like you pop in a Jay-Z album and it's like, okay, this is really good.
But once again, I saw the Blueprint 3 tour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Blueprint 3 tour put it all in perspective.
Yeah,
in my mind, for real, I like this one out the gate.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I did too.
So I don't think nothing to say about that.
For real, that album actually is kind of responsible for Tyler the Creator.
You can make that
Heavy.
comparison.
you can see. Yeah.
Modern Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Cruel Summer.
Yeah,
Good
that's
music.
an album that never really grew on me.
I would agree.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you do. If
Good
you heard
music.
some records, you'll know.
They had Click on there.
Ain't nobody messing
Who's
with
the
my
artist?
click.
Good Summer, like Kanye.
It's like a compilation.
What was the previous one? I thought this was like,
It's just
just had to grow on you. That's right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Never mind.
If you heard the joints, you'll know. Drake Views.
Drake's Views was actually good,
I guess.
in my opinion.
I ain't even mention this one because I know we was.
Nah, that was a good album.
Oh, Diddy Dirty Money, Last Train to Paris.
That's a good album.
I was asleep.
No,
Nah, that's a good album.
It had some joints on it.
It's
Okay.
a song, album with one.
No,
One.
man.
One.
He's saying it on. He's doing it on purpose.
I don't know any Diddy albums.
I know you
outside
don't.
of
That
No
was
Way
like
Out.
the
That was last night.
Yeah, that
with
was
Keisha Cole.
Yeah, that was.
I
before
knew
that.
1-1.
Yeah, that last
1-1,
night with
and
Keisha
that
Cole was hard.
Hello, good morning. Yeah,
He said 1-1. What's it called? Long
1-1.
1-1.
Now,
Electric,
Last Train to Paris was good.
Electric Circus. We can end it there.
We already know about. Well,
Yeah.
Electric Circus is definitely an album that grew on people. I do agree on that because he was coming off of
like
B?
Water for Chocolate.
No, like Water for
Which
Chocolate.
is
I'm
an
tripping.
ultimate classic.
Yeah, and it was sonically, it was way different. So yeah.
Lone
can
is
see
one of the
that.
few people that I know, and I'll give him his peas, that appreciated that album earlier than a lot of other people that I knew. It was you and maybe a couple other people that were like, I don't know, man, be careful. There's some
liked
heat on here. You
I mean,
liked it. You liked it a lot earlier than I did.
Yeah, and there are a few on there that I could do without, but in general, I think it's still solid. It's just ahead of its time.
It was ahead of its time, and I always thought it was crazy how there were people who loved the Love Below, but didn't have any appreciation for the Electric Circus. You know,
I can tell you
and,
why.
and once again, it's one of those joints where if you saw the concert,
Yeah,
it made more sense
when
to
you put it in context.
Yeah.
I never
And when
saw
you
the
put
concert,
it in
and it didn't
context,
matter.
there's actually songs that if you hear at the strip club or shake joint or whatever you want to call it, it will put a song in perspective and make you be like, okay, I get it.